Okay, we might be back now? Are we? Could be back. I think we're back. Let's try and get back into the world, because I think we're back. Let me have a bit of a look. Yes, I can see the stream. We are back. Maybe we started back about 20 seconds ago. Ah, well there we are. If you've stuck around with us and if you've made it back in, welcome to the joys of Australian internet. I think that was the internet just completely dropping out here. There we go. So we should be good. We should be back now. I can see some things updating, some things are not updating. Oh, a stream. Yes. Thank you for returning. This is dodgy Australian internet at its finest. It's not nighttime. There aren't creepers everywhere. We're alive. Let's eat some melons. Let's work out what we're doing. OBS looks like it's not actually syncing with things at the moment. I can see those chat messages on the other stream window I've got open, but I can't see them in OBS, so that's fine. We'll worry about that some other time. But looks like we're in for a two-part stream now. Maybe my internet is telling me it's time to call it quits, but we're in the middle of problem solving here, and I want to test out what Xavier said right before we fell apart. You get the source block back if you place 2 water blocks left and right of the source block that the piston breaks. Yeah, like that. I like the sound of that. If there was a water source block here, that would like rejuvenate things. Let me take the chance to move the whole piston setup down 1. Anyway. And then we can do that down at like foot level. Whoops. That's fine. So if we do this down here, we're going to have the problem that that's going to grab the ground now too, I bet, isn't it? So let me start by breaking that block there, just because I'm worried that's going to grab the ground. Move the piston and everything down 1. So what I want to do is I want to put water there, water source blocks there. So let me just do that. So this piston touches nothing. I'm going to need a heap of water. Water source. I'm pretty sure that I've got my infinite water source. Right there I do. Good. Okay. So if I water there. Water there. So that should be 2 source blocks there now. Same on the other side. Water source there. Water source there. Okay. Pop into bed because it's practically night time. There we go. Thank you, Stream Elements, for announcing that we're live again. Things are finally connecting back together. Pick up another bucket of water just because we don't have any water on us now. We'll need to re-kelp some stuff. Let's destroy that. Okay. I feel like maybe there should be a water source there. Just because. Alright. Now, we have sort of had water spill out, but sort of not. Like, we should have, like, some blocks in a few other places. Like, we should have, like, a block here. Actually, I'm going to make sure that the redstone fires correctly in a sec, but we'll check that in a sec. Got a block here, and a block here, block here. Okay. And I guess a water source on top of the piston as well. This whole thing should have had a moat for safety for weeks. Yeah, you're right. Just the kind of water spillage that all this can have. Okay, we've got water everywhere around this sort of thing. So all this should be source block. Too far. Okay. If I put this down the bottom now. That should be a bubble stream from the top. It is, and I can get out of it. Let me just check that that was actually a bubble stream all the way. It is. Okay. Alright, so just confirm that one more time. I can get out of that. Perfect. Okay. So, eat up. So you don't die. I need to take a moment and just have a look at what's going on here. Yep, that's bad. Let us connect that. Okay, here we are. That should be better now. Just, wow, that's gonna really connect and disconnect over and over, isn't it? Alright, I think that's good. Wow, okay, sure. Connect and disconnect, go for it. Need someone better to put the button. You're absolutely right. So that does what it expects. Now, if I do the button, it does a thing. It's just, did that even fire the piston? I don't even know if it fired the piston. It did not. Didn't fire the piston. We need a bit of redstone, like there or something. That fires the piston. So I heard it. Question is, if I go to the top now, the bubble's still intact. They are. Perfect. Okay. I like it. And that hasn't dragged half the world with us. The sticky piston has just done a bit of a push, and that's it. So what we need now, now that we know that that works, is to not have a button that we have to manually push, but to have a way to identify that the player is coming down, and to then fire that with a certain amount of timing. So I'm pretty sure you just can't put tripwire through water. That doesn't make sense, so it can't be that. I don't think an observer is just going to fire by a player just passing by it. but it might be as simple as having like tripwire at the top or something. You know, you like walk through tripwire when you walk into the water in the first place. That sends a redstone signal, and that sort of begins all this. So, splash sound detector. Ooh, now we're getting fancy. Calibrated skulk sensor to listen to the sound of something. I'm not sure I want to do that just because, as we saw with the jukebox or whatever, for some reason you've got to eat twice sometimes for that to work. Although we do hear the skulk sensor go off even when the jukebox doesn't, so we do know that the sensor's listening. Yeah, it's a longer tunnel. We never get the timing exactly right. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like this just a tripwire might be a safer way of doing this. This is also the part where Sharky confesses he's never made a tripwire before. And I feel like it's probably a 3x3 recipe, not a 2x2. Tripwire hook. Okay, that's incredibly easy. And then, does anyone actually have any string? And can tripwire hook tripwire? What am I even trying to say? Can tripwire through air? Yeah, there's string. We need an iron ingot. Okay. Tripwire hook. All right. Let's go outside and experiment with how tripwire hooks even work. So, right here. This is nice. Tripwire hook goes there. Another one goes there. And I put string there. Okay. So that triggers. All right. First you blow out your bed, then your garden. Okay. So what if tripwire hook, but higher? All right. Can I string through the air? How does this work? I can. I can. Oh, they're not connected. They're not lined up. They're not even facing the same block as each other. Okay. Get them facing the same block as each other is step one. Now tripwire hook through the air. It works. So I can fall through this. It stays held while I'm in it. But this is doing what I need. So I can have the tripwire hook trigger while right as I like enter at the top. And that's going to give us our initial redstone signal to say we've just entered. So let's get rid of some things. We're making a complete mess of the water feature. Okay, I heard it go. I think I heard it go. I'm going to try that again one more time. I'm pretty sure I heard it. Yep, heard that. Okay, so that does go when we pass through it. So all we need to do now is hook up some sort of redstone line from that. Perfect. Okay, so that just has to come down to here. Bam, bam, bam. You don't need all this bit. Okay. That's it. Perfect. So I can push that out instantaneously. But can string go through water? No, that's fine. I don't want the string to go through the water. It's going to be at the very top when you first enter, and then it's about timing. Because I can delay the redstone signal now with repeaters. But that proves that that works, right? So all I need to do is get some redstone repeaters. Which I think they're the ones that don't require nether quartz. Yes, they're the ones that don't actually require nether quartz. So, everyone ought to go through the tunnel at the same speed, because that's why I've got the bubble stream pulling everyone down. Because that takes control then. Like, that forces everyone to be pulled down at the same speed. Because you're right, otherwise you would just sort of sink through the water at whatever pace you want. So let me get like one or two redstone repeaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna need more wood, aren't I? Yep. Let's go get some of my wood. Let's not use up all of Skeever's bits and bobs. That's not the right one. That one. Okay, 2 redstone repeaters. So that's delayed it by like 4 ticks, which is ridiculous. I don't think that's actually going to connect, is it? Yeah, so that's still way too slow. We need like way more redstone repeaters. How do you buffer a signal for so long? There's like smarter ways of doing this, isn't there? Like with a hopper clock or something. That like passing items back and forth between hoppers. I'm not sure I'm smart enough to know how to do that on the fly. I think this is going to take a lot of creative testing to figure this out. And if I just dive now... Ooh! It almost worked. That almost worked. Like, with the current timing. We need more food. We need better food. But I think if I make like one more redstone repeater to delay the signal a tiny bit more, I'm taking bread. No, I'm taking potatoes. Take the good stuff. I think... Yeah, I need to craft dominoes. To slowly fall down. Bam, bam, bam. So, yep, that's fine. Okay, one more redstone repeater. Gotta slow that signal one more time. What about like right at the start? Does that still even trigger? No, that doesn't. We've gotta actually have the signal like in some redstone first. Let's go out an extra block before we come down. And now we can just have the other repeater there. There we go. So they're on max extension. What do Minecraft wires look like a blood trail? Yeah. Yeah, well it is dust that we're sprinkling along the ground that just conducts electricity. So alright. Eat a bit of food so we don't die. And then we try this out. Get a bit of health back. Oh. Yes, we've got to actually go in. We can't just walk up to it. Yeah, there was still a little bit of funny kind of falter. Although, and here's an interesting idea. Rather than having the... Okay, here's a completely different idea. Rather than having the slime block bump us out with some amazing force, we could just have it trigger to cover the magma block. You know? So that when we come down, we land on that, and we can briefly walk out. Like it provides like a moment of safety. That's a variation to the design. Let me jump in like this. I wanna jump and land in. Let's do that. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. That doesn't work. Is that too delayed now? I feel like that should have worked. But was that because we were falling? Tripwire needs to be after you start falling, so you need another layer of platform above it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to simulate there, just walking off the top. So I'm falling through the tripwire. But I think now, because we've added velocity to the system, now we're falling when we pass the tripwire. So we fall faster through the water. So it's now going too soon. Or we're getting there too soon before it goes off. Yeah. We're already at the bottom, and it hasn't fired yet. So we actually need to slow some of the repeaters down. I mean, speed some of the repeaters back up. So there's max. So let's just put that all the way up to fastest. Let's just see what that does. Eat, get some hearts back. Sort of getting hearts back. Pickaxe in hand. Ah. I'm gotta land that perfectly. Sort of. I don't know what actually happened there. I kind of wasn't paying good enough attention to figure out if that was too early or too late. So we sort of have no choice but to try that again. We're really hurting ourselves for the cause, and I'm taking this gold chest plate off because we are just slowly destroying that chest plate. But we're going to have to call this at some point soon, because we are just going to do this forever. Just too late, I think. I think it slammed into you right after you landed. Okay. So it still needs to go quicker, so we're still delaying the signal too much. So let me do that. Missed it again. Oh, that's fun. Sent a block down there. Okay, now we shouldn't be able to miss this. But you should be testing from too short, not too long end, shouldn't you? So you land on the slime, not the lava. Yeah, you're right. Should be dialing up from the other way. Okay, that sort of did something. Okay, so let's have a little think about this at the moment. So we're at this end. So this is going to be like super quick. It's going to go off. It's going to barely... Oops. Surely that's going to go and come back before we get down there. The amount of baked potatoes we've gone through for this. Yep, so that went too early. But not heaps too early. Just a little bit too early. So we'll put one repeater down. We'll set it to like that. We'll see what that changes about things. Have another potato. Try not to take full damage, because that's... that's already part of the problem. Okay, I feel like that one did the thing where it pushed our head again. It pushed us down. So that to me says our body was too far down and it just pushed our head. It wants to be pushing our feet kind of thing. So I think we need to make that fire faster, which means there's too much delay. So bring it back to that. Okay. Yeah, need a second player to watch me. Yeah, it's hard to kind of sense this from me. I'm also feeling like this is like clearly way too like finicky to ever set this up working correctly. Like when we get this over on the real thing, I feel like this is just an absolute pipe dream. What I'm thinking of here, and maybe it just needs to be a case of burn your feet every time because the nether. You know, you just will always burn your feet. you know. So that was too early. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm thinking we give up on the idea entirely. Yeah, I think this is going to be completely just ridiculous to pull off. This idea of, yeah, having it detect us, send a signal, push a thing to shoot us out. Not sure, not sure. I could have it like, yeah, cover up the the magma block, so we just land quite normally. But, you know, if you're not fast getting out when that happens, it's going to retract and then you're just going to get sucked into the block anyway. So, yeah. No, I feel like there's no redstone contraption here at all. I feel like this is just plain old, you know, dirt, lava block, you know, watch your toes. Let me break the tripwire. You know, there's nothing to do here. This is just drop it. Oh, yeah, of course, because it fired and it grabbed that. Yeah, of course it grabbed that. Okay, one more time. That's there. That shouldn't fire now because there's nothing to trigger the tripwires. Just up you go, down you drop, feet you burn, out you walk. You know. Why jet stream at all? Why not have people fall through air into a puddle? Yeah. I just thought the having a jet stream to enter down to the nether fit more with the vibe of the nether, because it's like it's pulling you under. Like it's forcing you down to come into the nether kind of thing. Like, you know, it's a, rather than just a drop down, it's a like yoink and down you come sort of thing. That's kind of my logic, at least. So it'll just pull us down and just burn our feet. Out we plop. Nothing fancy. No, I think that's fine. That's probably fine. Okay, so what we do then is we fix up the garden ornament, because we have a lot of things here that don't need to be here. How do I get into this? I need to buck up some of this water. Yep, now I can do that. Let's destroy a lot of the top stuff up here. Oh no! Redstone components, come back! No, redstone! Whee! I think I got it. Dear. I knew that was going to happen at some point. That we were just going to destroy something and then water would come flooding out. It's just a matter of time. And this block here that's waterlogged, that's weird. There we go. Okay. You can put a block swapper underground to at least make the elevator work in both ways. I did think of that too. Yeah, I did think of that. And in all honesty, I've sort of got plans to try and do that with the dropper of the bridge, but that's down the road at some point. No. No. You still need fence there. It's alright, llamas. Maybe that's what happened to them. Maybe they got washed away. Nope, it's still gonna pour out from somewhere. Okay. There we go. Got it eventually. Trying to make your first data pack and you're struggling. Yeah, okay, I can't even consider what might be involved in doing that. Wow. Also, is an Enderman taking a bit of dirt from there? I'm gonna put a bit of dirt back just in case he has. That's gone. That's gone. There we go. And that's our last bit of. Oop. There we go. Okay. Should be good now. Okay. I think we have restored the garden feature. Except that sending things down is a bit scary. So I will actually take that out. We could put soul sand in there to shoot up. In fact, we're going to have to because there's a tripwire up there. But let's do that. 2 tripwire hooks, bunch of things. We can put the chest plate back on now. Yeah, what if we just stuck a bit of soul sand in there? Oh, we've got soul sand. Perfect. There we go. And now it shoots us up. Lovely. So we can now ride that to the top of the water feature. A bit of a bounce. So there we go. So that's a bit of fun. That now flows up. Okay, so roll our kelp. Whoop. Oh, we haven't got the teleport of the bridge anymore because the game has crashed. Ah, no. Whoa. Whoa, hello. Let's get out of here. Okay. Guess we're climbing back up the mountain. There we go. Alright, so... And this will be our last thing because we've hit midnight, so we have to wrap up here. We're supposed to be at the top, not the bottom. Because I'm supposed to be sending water down. Ah, dear. So we're supposed to be going over the bridge anyway. Okay. Okay. we go, and it's over here, I believe. Somewhere. There. So that one right there, that gets our water going down. Write it down, we put some kelp in. Go down and break all our kelp. And then we put our magma block right there. Bam! Okay. So now it should pull us down. I should have taken coordinates up the top, because we just have to do the run again now. So let's just briefly do that. The coordinates up here. F3, hello. 234, 96, 31. There we go. Okay. So there it is. Right over here. I might even move the water elevator at some point. Like I kind of don't mind Tooth's idea of hiding it behind the portal. But I've crossed too far, I think. There we are. So down we go, and out we come. Like that's fine, because it's 3 tall, so you've got an exit opportunity before you get to the very bottom. So, if you know what you're doing, that's good. Alright. I think we're happy. I think we're good. Ominous looking nether eye. Check. So, jobs for next time. All the other things. Jobs for next time. Build a second one on this side, so we look like we've got a little face looking out here. Do the thing with water for the bridge. Lamp posts around the town. All that sort of stuff. But that has started to take shape now. Like, I kind of like how that's ending up. It does feel very heavy on the red on that side because we can see more in than outside edge there. That's all internal. That's the outside. Like, yeah, there's not much that could be done about that. I mean, you can see large bits on the bottom here because of the way it's flat too. But that's fine. It's fine. We can manage. It's never going to be fully perfect. Okay, I'll just keep staring at it, trying to agree that what we've done looks good. Bucket of water. Oh, and I've got to put all the stuff back, and then we call it. Okay. So, feathery things. So lantern. We'll put the slime block back with the slime ball. String can go back. I'm going to donate this redstone to Skeevers. We'll just pretend that most of that wasn't Novax. I'll keep that, and that, and that, and that, and that. The kelp was mine anyway. I'm going to donate half this cobble. This was basically my netherrack in the first place. But I'll put a load of it back here. There we go. The calcite would have been from here. And all the rest that's mine, I believe. Fill up from the water source. Oh, come on, door. Water feature has been restored. Bucket of water. Okay, so there's my kelp back. My couple of signs, my pressure plate. A button and some tripwire hooks. Okay, I think we're good. Sun setting. We'll let the sun set. We'll sleep, and then we will call it quits there for this session. It feels like we've got a lot done, but at the same time, it feels like we've got like practically nothing done. It was basically a 3-hour session with a bit of a gap in the middle, just enough for excuse me. Can you tell it's getting late? Just enough for Twitch to probably separate that into 2 separate recording sessions now, with the internet breaking in the middle. So, okay, let's call it there and say thank you to everyone for watching. This has been another stream where well, it's not Sharky Goes Retro, is it? Where Sharky plays Minecraft. Thank you for tuning in. Sharky Goes Retro will return in 9 days' time. We're not having the stream on Monday. It will be back the following week. Skeevers, as she mentioned before she disappeared, she'll probably be here with Novak tomorrow night, if things go according to plan, if they're both up for it. So stay tuned. They might be doing some of their own stuff, probably more wandering around inside the nether, tidying the place up on the inside there. So that will be them next time. But you've been watching Sharky playing Minecraft. Thank you all for tuning in. I will catch you all in the next stream. Bye bye.